Hello everyone, my name is Peter van der Vliet, Ambassador of the Kingdom of the Netherlands to Japan. Welcome to the online tour of the Olympic Heritage Paralympic Legacy exhibition. This exhibition is being held to celebrate the Tokyo 2020 Olympic and Paralympic Games. In this project we present two symbols of the Olympic spirit. First of all, the extraordinary performance of Anton Geesink, the Dutch judoka who won the gold medal in the open division of judo at the 1964 Tokyo Olympics. And secondly, the Game Changer project of the Netherlands Olympic Committee and Sports Federation NOC NSF. Game Changer is our contribution to the legacy of the Tokyo 2020 Games. Besides Geesink's Judo Uniform, which is returning to Japan for the first time in 57 years, the exhibition includes a number of memorable photos, videos and artifacts of the 1964 Olympics. I would like to share this project with as many people as possible, as it provides an opportunity to promote mutual understanding, respect and common values through sports. I hope that this exhibition will spark a small flame of the Olympic and Paralympic spirit in you, which you can pass on to others. Please enjoy the online tour. Thank you.
Hello everyone, welcome at the Royal Netherlands Embassy. I am Theo Peters, the Deputy Head of Mission at this embassy, and today I'm inviting you to join me for a tour of a small but very special exhibition. It recalls a moment of Olympic history, a moment special for us, the Dutch, but also for the Japanese and for the sport of judo as an Olympic sport. It also tells a story of sportsmanship, a story about respect and dignity. Respect for your opponent, for playing according to the rules and the spirit of the game, and about how sports can earn you fame and a place in Olympic history, and how we should make sure that everyone gets a chance at that kind of fame. That we should make sports inclusive, organize ourselves in such a way that everyone can actually participate in sports, whether competitive or recreational. The story starts with this man, Anton Geesink. He was born and raised in Utrecht in 1934. His family was poor and he started to work as a builder at the age of 12. But his strength and talent for judo was discovered at a young age. So, in the year he turned 17, he became national champion in the Netherlands. And soon afterwards, he started winning international titles, including the World Championship in the open category. As you can see, he was a big man, 198, and he weighted a hefty 120 kilograms. I feel very small next to him. His judo uniform was the one he wore when he won the gold medal in 1964. We've been able to borrow it from the Dutch Olympic Committee, and it has been 57 years since this judo uniform came back to Japan. As you know, judo made its Olympic debut at the Tokyo Olympics in 1964. Being the birthplace of the sports, this attracted a lot of attention. But it wasn't sure at all that judo would remain an Olympic sport after the Tokyo Olympic. There were people that thought that it was mainly a Japanese sport and not sufficiently internationally rooted. As a matter of fact, it wasn't included in the next Olympics in 1968 in Mexico City, but it returned in 1972 at the Games in Munich and continued ever since. As a matter of fact, in 1964, Japan won gold medals in all divisions, lightweight, middleweight, and heavyweight. That only left the open category to be competed over. And at the time, the open category was the most prestigious one within the whole field of judo. During the Olympic in Tokyo, Geesink had steadily won his way through the tournament, and his opponent was Akio Kaminaga, the All Japan Judo Championship winner and a formidable judoka who had the expectations of the whole nation on his shoulder. Kaminaga's attempt to apply a technique was countered by Geesink, who locked him in a 30-second kisagatame, mat hold. By doing so, Geesink scored an ippon, a full point, and thereby secured the gold medal. It is said that the hold was completely silent. That it was the moment when Japanese judo became a world sport. And it is a story that has been passed down from generation to generation. But Geesink's legacy or his fame is not limited to this victory by itself. The way he reacted immediately after scoring his ippon contributed also very much to the respect that he earned. When he won the match, his teammates and some Dutch officials, jumping of joy and happiness, wanted to run on the tatami, the judo mat. But Geesink, he stopped them. He immediately raised his hand, sternly gesturing to hold them from doing so. Despite the greatness of the event, of the moment, Geesink did not lose his composure immediately. People were impressed, witnessing a true champion, an athlete who had what is needed for greatness: the right balance of spirit, technique, and physical strength, and the respect for the dignity of your opponent and the sanctity of the rule. Like many Dutch people from my generation, I have a personal relation to this victory as well. My parents had seen all of this on TV and decided that judo might be the right kind of mental and physical training that their 3-year-old son needed. And while at this young age, this awakened in me an interest in Japanese culture. And though I never made it to the Olympics, others did. And one of them, one Dutch judoka who cites Anton Geesink as his inspiration, is Noël van Tent, who competes in the 90- kilogram weight class at this Tokyo Olympic. Noël was born in Houten, in the Netherlands, not far from the place where Anton Geesink was born. In 2019, he also won the world title in that category of -90. Here in Tokyo, but he will be returning to Budokan this summer to follow in the footsteps of Anton Geesink. So please support him this summer as well. I noticed that also in Japan, Anton Geesink is not forgotten. Even Prime Minister Suga recently talked about him on TV. It shows how judo can inspire and give us a chance to rethink how sports can connect us and bring us closer together. At this exhibition here, you can see some interesting things as well as some great side stories as well. Objects from the 1964 Olympics, like a winner's diploma, an original Tokyo Games flag, and other memorabilia can be seen. Also, you can see a special commemorative coin minted by the Royal Netherlands Mint, the institution in the Netherlands that makes Dutch coin. And you can see it here in a box, in a piece of wood. And you know what? That wood comes from Anton Geesink's dojo in Utrecht. How cool is that? This exhibition is not only about the past, it holds an important message for us today as well. In the first place, it tells us about the importance of being able to play sports. Everyone has the right and should have the right to play sports. It is a way to develop yourself and to express yourself, to show what you can, and even to get your own shot at fame. Therefore, the Embassy and the Dutch Olympic and Paralympic Committee have been working over these last years with our Japanese partners to advance the participation of people with an impairment in sports and in society as a whole. To improve the integration of people with an impairment is one of the main objectives of the Tokyo 2020 Organizing Committee and for the Japanese government for the 2020 Games. Sports, by all means, is an excellent way to do so. It can give people confidence and pride, whether you have an impairment or not. We call this project Game Changer, as it is meant to change the way people with an impairment can participate in sports. In the Game Changer project, the Embassy and the Dutch Olympic Committee closely cooperate with the Japan Sports Council and 3 Tokyo districts: Edogawa City, Nishi-Tokyo City, and Adachi City. Since 2017, at least twice a year, Dutch experts shared their knowledge and experience in the Netherlands, how we work with sports clubs, schools, and local governments. The transfer of knowledge focuses on the strengthening of the Japanese partners, so as to enable them to make the changes necessary to realize sports programs for individuals with an impairment. Also, the Dutch Paralympic athletes have been traveling regularly to Tokyo in order to inspire and motivate people with an impairment, their families, their teachers, their coaches, by sharing their personal stories, their passions, and their Paralympic or Olympic accomplishments. The events were heartwarming, and we are so happy to see what the 3 municipalities have been doing to improve the situations in their place for their citizens. We are going to share these results with you. On August 19th, we will have an online event to tell you everything about it. The Tokyo 2020 Games in this summer remind us of what sports can do, of the joy and the team spirit, of how interacting with opponents can bring people together, deepen mutual understanding, and create friendships. Join us in our event. Follow us on social media. Participating is everything. Thank you very much for your attention.